Since new and used cars are getting more challenging to obtain and even more expensive, those on a budget have asked me to offer you a list of the most fun used cars you can buy for under $5,000. Just because you don't want to spend a lot of money on a car doesn't mean you have to buy something just boring. Here are some of the most fun cars you can buy for less than $5,000. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lauren Fix. If this is your first time here, we give you more than car reviews and first looks of new vehicles. We give you car smarts, because knowledge is power. Make sure to subscribe and click that little bell to get notifications, because you don't want to miss anything. Okay, you don't have a big budget, but you want a vehicle that gives you more than just a point A to point B transportation. You can find that anywhere, but you have $5,000 to spend. Consider these vehicles and please list your personal choices in the comments below. And a brief disclaimer, prices change all the time. These were deals that I found when I produced this, which have the most likeliness to be scooped up by savvy buyers, so keep your eyes open. 1994 Ford Taurus SHO. I found one for around $2,500. Now these are sedans of the 90s. They came in high revving Yamaha tuned V6 engines and it was paired with a 5-speed manual transmission. Because there are a lot of those built, you might be able to find a good deal. 2003 Ford Focus SVT. I actually owned one back in the day. It's not a Fiesta ST, but it's still a lot of fun to drive. And it's a hatchback. And if you're looking for something fun, it should be really easy to find one for under $5,000. 2003 Ford Mustang. There's a lot of them out there under $5,000. And if you want a nice vehicle with V8 power, Mustang can get you there for under $5,000. Now there are a few choices out there in those Fox body Mustangs, but they can be modified very easily. 1997 Jeep Wrangler. There are plenty of them out there, and if you're looking for something different, sort of for off-road, and you want that kind of fun, look at this vehicle. Newer ones will take years to depreciate under $5,000, but there are plenty of other choices out there and lots of aftermarket parts. 1998 BMW 3 Series or the E30. Now this may be an older choice, but really a ton of fun to drive. And none of this high-tech gadgetry that is really expensive to repair and replace. Prices are on the rise for these cars. Many of them have become race cars, but if that vehicle is something you're considering, under $5,000 should be easy to obtain. But if it's just too old for you, look at the E36. Pretty much any non-M3 version can be found under budget, and whether you want a strong inline 6-cylinder or a 4-cylinder and a manual transmission, you should be able to find those out there. If you're looking for more tips on buying your first car or ways to save money, check out my book, Lauren Fix's Guide to Loving Your Car. The link is down below. Here are some of the other top 10 vehicles I found under $5,000. The 1993 Mazda MX-5 Miata. What a blast to drive. I found one for $3,000, and this is the most fun you can have for your money. Both the first and the second generation Miatas, or MX-5s they're calling them now, can easily be found, and I will tell you there's tons of hop-up parts and you will not go wrong. The 2002 Subaru WRX. I found one for under $4,000. Now, if you need a cheap performance car that can plow through literally any terrain, you can also use it for autocrossing. The Subaru WRX is the car to seek out. Now, it's powered by a turbocharged Boxer 4-cylinder engine, and it's actually a great vehicle for snow driving or if you're ice racing, and it should be easy to find one of those pretty quickly. 1984 to 1986 Chevrolet Corvette. This is the 4th generation. There were tons of them out there for under $5,000. It's the first generation after the change of bodies. They're kind of listed as the worst Corvette you can buy, but there are many deals out there, and it's a Corvette. And the late model production of 6-speed transmissions are easily under $5,000, and they will be within your budget, and you can modify it. The 1996 Chevrolet Camaro Z28, I found one for under $5,000. Now, if the Corvette really isn't your thing, maybe you'll like a Z28 or a Camaro in general. It has a totally different look, but it packs the Corvette LT1 V8 if you're looking at the Z28, and there are a lot of deals out there on this generation. The 1999 to 2002 Porsche Boxster, known as the 986. Okay, this car is far from today's Boxster, but it's a Porsche. And though it may be a bit tougher to find a first generation Boxster under $5,000, There are some on websites like I found on Auto Tempest, Auto Trader, and even Craigslist. The mid-engine flat 6 engine layout is one of the most capable cars and will put a smile on your face. Here's the bottom line. No matter what you choose, make sure to have an ASE certified technician check it out for any safety, any expenses coming up, because you never know what's going to come around the corner with a low price car. And if you know what you're doing under the hood, you've got wrenches and you know how to turn them, you will save money. But know that these cars are going to require repairs and maintenance. Hey, you only spent $5,000. What do you expect? If you got value from this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. If you have any questions about what we discussed or your $5,000 fun cars that I did not mention, put that in the comments as well. I'm always happy to answer your questions here on YouTube as well as on all forms of social media. Don't forget to follow me at Lauren Fix to stay on top of the best prices and more auto information. There is more content on our website, carcoachreports.com. It's in English and in Spanish. I'm a co-host on the Total Car Score podcast on all platforms, where we go behind the scenes to see what makes the auto industry tick, and we get some great interviews and some good information. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.